starter you can.
Josh, you tied the record today. It's 11 touchdown catches this season. I guess in the context of how long it took you to get on the field here, just what does it mean to you to have that?
Well, first, I want to thank God, without him, none of this is possible. But I mean, this is truly a blessing, coming from a long way. It's nice to tie it, and now let's set a new milestone and try to break it. I never thought I'd be at this point. I feel like I was gonna have a good season, but I never knew I'd have 11 touchdowns, but game 6, game 7. So it's truly a blessing. Shout out to our O-line, to the quarterback, throwing me the ball. The O-line giving time to get the ball to me.
How much did the timing of your arrival here and Zarek's arrival here just kind of make the perfect marriage, I guess?
It's crazy. We felt like we're a little bit special. It's just the only thing is that it took a bunch of hard work and hours, to see this. People don't understand the stuff that we did to get to this point. They didn't see all them late nights, him overthrowing me 1,000,001 times, me dropping balls. So it all come from a bunch of hard work.
How is he, by the way?
He should be good. I didn't see much was wrong with him, but I feel like he'll be good. He said he's gonna try to play Saturday, so I didn't go with any athlete. No athlete gonna miss a game.
Darius, just first interception in college. Just take us through the play and how to feel.
All I was thinking about was the one I dropped in the first half. Now I got to redeem myself. So that's all that happened.
Oh, no.
Chill out.
Joel Gowdy and Marlon Bridges join us now.
All-American, Marlon Bridges.
First team All-American this year, Josh Pearson.
To all you guys in the secondary, they wound up with their average passing yards wise, but nothing really until the fourth quarter. It all kind of came there. Just kind of what was the challenge that they presented, and what did you all feel like you had to do against their passing game, and how do you feel like you fared?
Coming into the game, we knew that they were going to pass the ball mostly every play. And Coach Ward, he came over with a good scheme, and we played a package that we haven't played all year. So it's kind of different look, and I don't think they were expecting that. But we knew the game was going to be on us, but we knew our defensive line and our linebacker were going to get enough pressure for us to make plays.
You?
We stopped the fade ball in the post. We had a good chance to stop that whole passing game. So we stopped 15, make deep ball, man. Everything go good.
Marlon, you looked fine out there. Are you 100% now?
Yes, sir, I think so. I'm getting back into my groove, so it's pretty good.
What do you, when you're on the sideline, what do you see that Josh is doing that gives defenses so much trouble?
Oh man, he's big and physical, and he has great hands, and he just find ways to get open for real. Teams can scheme him up, but when we got him on the outside and Hester and then Trey Berry, that's a lot of trees out there. So I mean, he can scheme us up, but it's going to be hard to guard either way.
Josh, on the second touchdown pass, it looked like he just threw it up there. And did you run under it, or what?
Well, when I was running the route, the play was supposed to get Jamari open. And once I had beat the safety over the top, I just see Cooper scrambling. I didn't know he got hit when he was throwing the ball. See, I didn't even know that until I get to the sideline. So they say he made an amazing throw. I had to come back to it and just say, I don't know. It just happened. It just happened. That's all I can say.
There's another one he threw up. It looked like it was meant for you, and then Rice got it.
Yeah, I was trying to fight the double team off me. Then I just see Landon come out of nowhere and just go up and get it. So I'm glad he was there because it was like 2-on-1. So they probably would have got me. But I'm glad Landon came through. Yes, sir.
Josh, on social media, your old friends from Austin High School sure are supportive of you. You've mentioned it before that you said that people from your hometown helped get you here. What was it about Austin and those people there? What kind of support did they
high
offer?
till I die. That's my school right there. Once a black girl, always a black girl. But it was times where in high school, they always they knew I had a pretty good future, so they made sure they stayed behind me with grades and everything. And when I came to college, most people thought that they wouldn't keep in contact, but they stayed in contact. They still text me to today, make sure I'm on my grades, make sure I'm going to class, and just keep me uplifted. So I give big thanks to those guys back at home.
Marlon, you mentioned there was a different package today. Can you kind of let us in on what that was?
It was just more more DBs on the field without the Mike linebacker, I guess, and just a lot of DBs really. We knew that we were gonna have to cover the pass, and we knew that every play was gonna be a pass, and a lot of teams can't run on us, and we live by that. So we're gonna make a team one-dimensional every game.
When you got to the fourth quarter and they hadn't gotten in the end zone yet, how much were you guys hoping that it would stay that way?
We always want to shut out. We like. I would rather have 0 points on the board, but we'll take field goals because we know that we can get out the field with that, and we know that's a stop man for red zone anyway. But that's the main thing. Shout out to Randy Savage. He told me to give him a shout out. Shout out to Randy.
All right, you got some good
Shout out to all the DBs and cornerbacks.
Man, get out of here.
Jaquez Payne.
And shout out to the first team All-American Josh Pierce.
George Steele, Katie Campbell,
Yeah, Marty.
Jim Moore with Corn.
We going anyway?
Yeah, we got that way.
Yes, sir.
You always has one way in there anyway, right? Start, all right, good deal. All right, small crowd, they had to go, huh? No,
There's
just,
more people here than the student section.
yeah, there you go, there you go. They leave at halftime. Just, good win. I mean, you knew it was gonna be a, long game, so like to talk about 160 snaps, so you just knew, they was gonna throw it a lot, 61 times. We knew that going in, that they was gonna chuck it around, and, I think the moral of the story is our depth kind of took over as the game went on. I think we played a lot of people, and that paid off for us, this pass rush, and, just getting the ball on the ground, and we got banged up a little bit. We lost Trey Williams at halftime, and so some young guys had to play on the back end, and, some of them played every snap, and that was a good thing too, to see those guys do that. But, first half, I think, just holding 3 field goals was big. You knew they were gonna move the ball, and that type of an offense is gonna get their yardage, and what you wanna do is when you get in the red zone is hold them field goals, and we were able to do that, and would like to kind of hold them outside that field goal range, but they got it down there, and they made the field goal. I thought the kicker had a good day, and then offensively got out of the gate really early. I don't know that we didn't relax a little bit. I don't know what you call it, but we got out first two drives, got a 14. We got 2 or 3 stops defensively, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, we just kind of got bored. And then they drove the ball and got some field goals, and we threw 2 interceptions. And I think if you don't turn the ball over twice offensively, you probably get 1 or 2 more the first half. Game's probably out of reach then. But then third, fourth quarter, I thought we played well. I think that's where you see the depth come in, and like I said, just excited about the win. Enjoy this tonight and get on and get ready to play next week. Got a long road trip.
You mentioned Treco. What's his injury and how serious?
Don't really know. I know he got crack blocks. I don't know if it was concussion. I really don't know. I hadn't heard.
And then what about Josh?
Josh.
I'm sorry, Zarek. I'm sorry.
Serious. Josh. I think he's fine. He just, when he head hit the turf, kind of whiplashed him a little bit, but I think he's fine.
When you think about Zarek, you think of Josh.
There you go.
He's tied the record, Josh Barge's record. Josh
Pearson.
Oh, really?
Pearson.
Pearson is.
With 11 touchdown catches this season. Just, I guess, you having been here for both of them, can you kind of sum up the?
It's just good to have a guy. It's a success story on Josh's, Pearson's end. He just come in and, paid his dues. Went through some tough times and getting eligible, and it's just good to see him play well. And I think his game got a lot better, here in the last year or two. He's just really worked hard and worked himself into a position to have this kind of year. I tried to tell everybody last year what kind of player he was, and it was a shame that he couldn't play more, last year. And but he's an amazing athlete. He can stretch the field goal. He's got great speed. He's got length. So he got ball to screen a couple times a day, so he shows some quickness there too. But he can go up and get the ball. So similar players, a little bit different players. I think Barge just had a way of just making plays. He could get open. I Josh, you know, as Pearson's getting better at that as we go, and his route running is getting better. You know, Borges is an exceptional route runner. Had good body lean, and could able to stem DBs, just, you know, create grass and get open. And like I said, and he could catch deep balls as well, so he could catch jump balls. So a lot of similarities, a little bit different, but you know, proud of Pearson. You know, year he's having for sure.
Considering him becoming eligible when he did, and then Cooper getting here, could you imagine, I guess, a better quarterback receiver matchup?
A good timing for us, you know, definitely. And I think our other receivers are doing a good job too. You know, some of them had some big plays, and they're coming on. Them as a unit is just so much better. You know, probably best unit wise we've been. You know, deepest. So, you know, you have Barge and Reuben and some other guys. You know, had them two rolling, but I think the depth at all, you know, full wide out positions when you go full wide is really good.
You mentioned this week that this would be a challenge for the secondary, and you know, you held them out of the end zone for 3 quarters, and like they only had about 270 yards at that point. Just how do you feel like the secondary?
Well, I think they played well, you know, and I think the pass rush helped them. I think we played a lot of folks up front, which as the game went on, like I said, we were able to get there and rush some throws, and you know, you knew they was going to get a lot of opportunities to make plays. And I thought our coverage, for the most part, we didn't give up a lot of deep balls. So, you know, that was just good to see. I think our corners played every snap. I don't think Jacquez or Ewell came out of the game. Feaster, you know, those guys played every snap. They did a good job in coverage. You know, there's times where they completed some balls, you know, in front of them. They was able to tackle the ball, get it down the ground, and you know, for the most part, very, very pleased with them, because we played some young guys back there too. You know, Joyner, and so those guys played well.
How's Joyner progressed?
I think he progressed really well. I mean, he's getting better. You know, more game reps you get, the better you get. It's good to see him get the INT. Maybe the only interception we had. I don't know how many turnovers they had. It was just good to see that. You know, that, you know, he got that INT, and we'd hope for a few more turnovers. You know, we had 2, I guess. He got the other one. I'm trying to remember the other one. But I thought he played well. You know, he missed a couple open field tackles, but made some really good tackles too. He's coming on.
Are other teams making a concerted effort to take Josh out of the game? Josh Pearson?
I think so, but it's hard to do. I mean, we're pretty good at running the ball, so you gotta get enough, and that's one of the things kind of surprising. I mean, EIU's coverage was a lot tighter than we expected it being, and they probably, I would say this, when we had, 579 yards of offense, but I felt like they played probably one of the better games they played defensively, you know, and I thought they did a really nice job against our run game. You know, we struggled running the ball, you know, most of the day, and so I'm not pleased with that. We gotta get better there, and you know, we got skills, got banged up a little bit. BJ played hurt, so you know, those guys are sucking it up. We played a lot of young guys up front, a lot of freshmen, you know, redshirt freshmen. So it's good to see those guys get snaps too. So I think you know, EIU played a good game defensively.
I think Josh had 1 catch at halftime. Was there an adjustment there in the second half?
Not really. We were able to get him the ball. You know, a lot of times they will try to take him away. You know, get something over the top coverage wise, and you know, keep the post safety in the middle, and let him get to post routes, and we was able to, you know, get some throws to him and let him make some plays.
Marlon Bridges said he thought it's because you guys have so many different players to throw to, a really tall tight end and Jamari Hester and just some of the other guys you have, that he thinks that Josh can really benefit from that.
It does. I mean, you can't just single him out. I mean, you gotta, you know, I think our tight ends are, you know, they're vertical threats. They can beat you down the field, and we probably don't throw it to them enough down the field. You know, Trey Berry can extend the field, and you know, I think that you know, getting those guys, Landon Rice is a good receiver too, and you know, so when you spread the ball around like that to your tight ends and your running backs can catch the ball, it's hard to kill one guy. You know,
Zion's had touchdown. Zion's had touchdown passes the last couple of games. How's his passing game developed?
really good. I mean, he's got a good arm, and his understanding of the game is getting better and better as we go, and he's able to he can make all throws too. He can throw the deep ball, he can throw quick game stuff, so he's making some throws, and that's just good to see. You can't just say, hey, he's just gonna run the ball when he comes in the game. And we do some, you know, design runs to him when he's in the game, but, you know, a lot of read stuff too, but we do the same thing with Coop, and, you know, it was good to see him throw the ball well as he's done the last 2 games, because he's very capable of doing it, you know.
I know you said that you guys played well in the second half, but I feel like for you, just having one of those games where you're watching the clock, wanting that clock to keep on ticking down, as many guys are going down.
God, I mean, the game lasted forever. Maybe I jinxed it. I said that all week. I said the game's gonna last forever. It's gonna be a long game. And I told everybody I talked to all week, they're gonna throw it 50+ times. It's gonna last forever. First half seemed like it was a whole game. And then you get in the end of the third, you're going, we got another quarter. You know, because it lasted a long time. But that's what happens when you play a team that throws the ball. And luckily for us, fortunately for us, we got a deep team. And I think, you know, they've been able to score a bunch of points in the fourth quarter, you know, most games. So it was good to see that we did a good job.
What's kind of your mindset there when you have guys going down in a game that's so long, you know, so drawn out? Is it worrisome for you or?
Well, I mean, you do when you get out of the game. You're up in the game. You wish the game would get over. It's kind of out of your control. They're throwing it when they're down, and lengthening the game is not much you can do about it. You know, other than, you know, run the ball well yourself. And we did run the ball a little bit better the fourth quarter. And I think that did help speed the clock up a little bit to fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is probably the shortest quarter of all of them, you know, so it was good to see us do that.
Is Trammell 100% yet?
He is, I think so. I think the room's just really deep, you know. You rotate the guys. Played tonight kind of like we play them in practice. You know, you rotate in, and you know, you all get reps and keep some guys fresh. And I think you're going to see those guys. It's going to be hard for guys to get over 100 yards just because we spread the ball out so much for those guys. You know, each one of them like tonight got, you know, I don't know, 8 carries, 10 carries a piece, something like that. So it's one of those deals where we got to run a little bit better too. You know, you'd like for those guys to get, you know, 10, 15 carries a piece. That way you're running it, you know, 34 times a game, snapping it a few more times. Thought the 2 interceptions kind of hurt us. You know, that cost us some yardage and points. I think, you know, those two INTs. One of them was deep. You know, the one and we were rolling on that drive. And I thought the board made a great play. Zion probably held it a count too late and should have got the ball out in front of us and may have scored on the play. But DB made a really good play on that ball. See you guys. Thank y'all.